Mm. So let's start this live stream. Very welcome to the live stream. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the live stream of the Zibit.com. Zibit.com is a crypto exchange platform which you should be using. Why? Because that is the most beginner friendly app for the crypto exchange platform ever there has been. And plus, not just that, Zbit is also offering you some very good and user reward. But before that, let me just introduce you myself. My name is Yash Pawar, and I am a live stream host at the crypto exchange platform, which is called as zbit.com. Okay, so what we do on this live stream, we talk about everything related to the crypto world, whether it is news, whether you want to know regarding the trading skills, whether you want to enhance your technical analysis, whether you want to know how perfectly we can actually read the charts and how perfectly we can plot everything. This is one of the things. I will just give you one very great example. Yesterday I found this one pattern, and while I was live streaming, I was waiting for the breakout, and I told you I even marked those positions where the breakout might possibly happen. And as you can see, from exactly that place our breakout has happened. So for market insights, market analysis, you should come on this platform. And yesterday we saw for how much? We almost saw for 1% the market went up. But still, this was a very good move. Very good movement we got from the breakout. And this was one of those places where you all people should have entered and got the most quality amount of trade, most quality amount of like the profit and every of those stuffs. Because this was one of those platform like where I told you that this is looking like a broadening wedge chart pattern. And I've told you the broadening wedge chart patterns, like it will look like it is broadening, like it is an opening its mouth. Opening its mouth always is to eat something, and after it eats, trust me, we are gonna have a very good up movement. And that's exactly what happened from the breakout position, from exactly the way I plot everything. You can go and check out my previous live stream as well. If you don't believe, you can just go on the previous live stream. I plotted this there, and at this time we were somewhere over here, and I was waiting for the market to make a movement. I was waiting for a market to give me a breakout, but yesterday we didn't got a breakout. I told you that keep an eye on this pattern, and you are gonna have a very huge amount of profit from this pattern. This I even showed you the pictures of broadening wedge, how it looks, and every of those things. This was the broadening wedge pattern which I found out in the BTC. And I tried to find some patterns in Ethereum and every of those things as well, but we were not able to find any other platform or any other like pattern in any of the Solana, XRP, and every of those things. Okay, it just BTC was the one who was giving us some indication that I am gonna give a breakout right now, and that's exactly what happened in the market after we discussed everything, after we thought about entering in this platform. But that time it was not giving us any breakout. But here we can find out that our breakout has been done. Let's shift to the banana. Yeah, this was our breakout, a very good entry for the buy side. And after the even the breakout, the highest point it reached was right here. I told you just simply go by the two risk reward ratio. So yes, we do this also on the live stream. We do the market analysis. I'll tell you regarding what I can see in the market, what possible move can we have from the market, so that you can take advantage of it. I can also take advantage of it. So that also is been done on the live stream. Other than this, I also talk about the market structures, how the market actually tries to grab liquidity from you so that you can be safe, because everybody wants to be safe from the liquidity trap. Why? Because why to give market money when he is the most richest person sitting over there who is handling everybody's money, and we are the one, the small retailers I'm talking about. We are the one which having a very low amount, a very less amount of investment to invest in the market. So rather than having our money giving, like just giving freely to the market, like see, we don't give freely. I understand that the market makes such uncertain movements in the market so that he grabs the liquidity from us. But I have told you, in this live stream I talk about everything. Everything means exactly everything related to the crypto world, because as a beginner you should be having 4 to 5 steps in your head while trading. It's not just about finding the best entry for yourself. It's all about executions and your target and your result, everything all at once. And you should find out what are those factors which can affect my execution, which can affect my buy entry, sell entry, or which can affect my target. Everything, not just one thing which is just reading the chart. Because see, I get it. Reading the chart is one of the major scenario which we should be doing, because by understanding the chart itself, I found this chart pattern yesterday. And I told you to go for the buy situation at the breakout point. I made two scenario as well, like maybe from here it, because this was a symmetrical uh, broadening wedge pattern. Symmetrical broadening wedge pattern, it will like look like this is symmetrical. Okay, equal on the both side. Now this thing might give you a breakout above as well, or might give you breakout down as well, because every symmetrical patterns, chart patterns, every there, like the symmetrical triangle pattern and all those other symmetrical pattern, they don't have a specific breakouts. Like it will give you breakout above or it will give you breakout down. They don't have specific. They have the market has both as option. Now it depends on the big players, not depends on the volume, doesn't depend on the retailer, doesn't depend on anyone. It only and only depends on the big player right now. If he wants to give you a breakout above or not, that is dependent on the big player only. If big player decides to go down, the market will fall down. If the big player decides to market to go up, the market is going to go up. The everything at the end depends on who big player. So we should be worrying about this one thing, that where are those people, when do they enter, how do they enter, and for which side they are entering. For that you can just simply see the news or do a little more research about their XYZ accounts, their platforms, the blockchain, and there are few websites as well, where you can clearly see and check where are this big player hiding, or where are this big player gonna invest, where they are gonna invest, where they are investing very regularly, as in see. Now the corporate investment has become a trend. We all know this one of this simple thing, that a corporate investment has become a trend. This is resulting in more, not less, but more and more and more and more and more corporate people in entering into the digital market. DM, I will call it DM. Okay, you can understand by digital market. This is basically digital currency, DC, if you can say DMC. Ah, shit, what a crazy name. Okay, DC, digital currency. Every corporate people, the more people are entering, there are more other people behind them are trying to follow, because I told you this one very specific thing, that crypto market is being run by the corporate people. They invest, the market moves. They don't invest, the market doesn't move at all. It will go in the sideways market we can face when the corporate people are not investing, like this, or maybe like very slowly like this, or maybe slowly, very slowly like this. That's all. The whole market can move by our power. But by the crypto corporate, sorry, not crypto, by the corporate people, the market moves like sudden up, sudden down, a very good up movement, a very good down movement, strong bullish and strong bearish. We are like, the retailers have two options, three actually. One, which is the most 80% of the time, we can make the market consolidate, going side by side, side by side, side by side. That's all we can do 80% of the time. 20% of time from the 10 can be a very weak upward movement I'm talking about. Not sudden, very slowly, very slowly, very slowly, very slowly. It's not even like this, it's not even like this, it's flat, and then it trying to move like in grannies moving in the market kind of thing. This is our 10%, and same 10% can go is like very 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 slow, very slow, very slow, very slow, very slow in the downside, very slow. That's our other 10%. So whole our 100% becomes what? Weak market. Whose market? Retailers market. Retailers market is very weak market. Now the investors, the big investor, what they do, what kind of market do they have? They have one strong upward market, strong downward market, straight up, straight down. As you can see over here, straight fall down. There is no like sideways or something. No, straight fall, 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 fall. Up, 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 up. Straight up, straight fall. They can make it happen. And for the sideways, yes, they do have sideways as well, but the sideways won't be a weak sideways. The sideways will be called as major swings, a very sudden up, sudden down, sudden up, sudden down. This movement itself will be at least 1%, 2% of up movement, and 1%, 2% of down movement they can give, or more than that. Depends on their investment. Okay, not less than 1%. Even their sideways is like a major swing, which can make a retailer feel that it is right now an uptrend movement, because it is moving in that huge percentage up, or huge movement up, a strong movement, which makes people feel that it is gonna go for up. But from there, the retailer again do the sell, then again the buy, then again the sell, then again the buy, then again the sell. When then what it results in? It results in a very big major swings in the market, which fools people. They think that it is gonna go for buy. At this point, they go for sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. It's just confusing people a lot in the market. So that's the overall percentage of what we can achieve in the market and what they can achieve in the market. We should know this regarding such stuffs, because then we can find out our perfect entries for everything. Okay, as I found yesterday this one very specific thing, that a broadening wedge pattern was forming. Okay, and even from here, this was what pattern? It was a broadening wedge. Broadening wedge, we could see. Okay, if you want to see how it looks like, I'll show you. Even yesterday I showed you, but still it's fine. There are three types of broadening wedge. I will show you all three at once. There was one picture which was showing everything at once. Symmetrical one, ascending and descending one. It was somewhere. It was somewhere. Okay, this is a symmetrical one which we spot on, and it has two things. Like I told you, it can go down as well, it can go up as well. That we cannot determine. Then comes this ascending one, where you can see it is gradually forming in a downtrend, not forming in an uptrend, but forming in a downtrend. The downtrend is showing you that scenario, and it is going to give you a breakout upward. That is from downtrend and uptrend can come. Okay, and for ascending, show you ascending as well. Ascending. No, this is ascending, but I want to show you in a chart pattern. Okay, so this is basically ascending, is going from the least price to the highest price, going upward, forming what? Forming an uptrend. Okay, in uptrend, if you can spot a broadening wedge pattern, then you can have a breakout for the downside. This is the ascending. I showed you descending, and the symmetrical one also I showed. So this is what I found out. And yesterday we found that we had a broadening wedge, which is a symmetrical one, not ascending, not descending. It is forming in a plane, so for a plane surface, which is a sideways market, not like this, not like this. It was in a straight line. Okay, so if you have to differentiate between which broadening wedge pattern you are forming, just in the between draw one line like this. If you see that the upside and the downside are almost equal, it's a symmetrical one. Or you can, the other trick you can make is, rather than drawing a line, you can just check if the market is going in a sideways, forming one straight line. Okay, other than this, if you want to find out that if it is a ascending one, then you can find out by just plotting the same, the between line. If it's straight one, then it is the symmetrical one. But if you find out there is like such kind of lines, okay, it's too much. Okay, and from this point to this point, if you feel, and if you see that this arrow is pointing out upward, that is your ascending broadening wedge, ABW. Not let. So this is your ascending broadening wedge pattern, and descending might look like something like this. If you draw from the center and stretch it to the other part of center, try to keep the line straight, not like tangent or to something. Like from here, try to make it as straight as possible. Don't do this, don't do that. Try to find the bit center of first and second line. That's all. And if you see it is pointing out downwards, that means it is a descending broadening wedge pattern. Simple. Three different chart pattern, how you can identify which one is which. In yesterday I found out very simple thing. I pointed out my arrow and it was showing me the straight line. It is not going like this, it is not going like this, it is going in a between straight line if I have to calculate the distance between both. Okay, same you can do it for the ascending and descending, so that you are not getting confused of what kind of chart pattern you might feel or you might see or you might have, so that you can take the trade accordingly. And whenever, as you know how to take a trade, always take a trade at a crossover. Until and unless this is not giving you a crossover, you should not take a trade. Okay, expert people see, as in a symmetrical one, I am suggesting you don't go for that, because sometimes what happens, like more expert people who had a lot of, like maybe 4 to 5 to 6 years in the market, and they are doing trading, what they're gonna do is they're gonna enter at whatever, like in the bottom, because in from the bottom you can have a very good amount of, like this was the market came till there, from this to here it is almost 1.5%, 58% of the market went up. But if you calculate from the crossover, it is just 1.5, that's all. No, sorry, 1.05, that is basically 1%. So to grab this rest 50%, 0.50%, the people who are have been, they have given a long time in the market, they go for buying at this point, because they know from this we can have an upward movement right now at any point of case. Like maybe they will enter at this for buying situation, because they know at the end scenario, the end goal is what, to give a breakout from this point and to have a upward movement. So they will enter at the lowest price possible, because they know that this is going to happen. But as you, the people who don't know regarding trading, they are very new at the trading, they should not do such movement. They should always wait for the crossover, because it gives you a confirmation. Because see, the expert people, they have capital and they know the risk as well. You don't know, you are very new at the market, you don't know regarding the risk management, the risk, how to calculate your risk, how to save your risk, how to save yourself from having a lot of risk. So for that, what you need to do is very simple, this one very specific thing, that you need the market to give a crossover. Because if you enter for those situations, what if there are possibilities, like I told you, there are like unlimited amount of possibilities in the market, anything can happen. That's why the quote says anything is like market is unpredictable place, because we cannot predict anything, anything can happen. So in this point, if you enter at this moment, so rather than going for up movement, what if it goes for down movement? Now you are having a lot of minus capital, which is not good for you, not your motivation, not anything. It is not good at all for any kind of scenario, not good at all. Okay, so do not enter at this point like the those people, they are expert, they know how to calculate this, because they might put stop losses over here to save them from the huge risk, and they can recover it in the next trade as well. But for you, it will lose your motivation, it will lose your. Okay, so that was for the broadening wedge, which I spotted yesterday. This was my yesterday's trade, which I given to all of you people, and I hope you might have got a good amount of profit or whatever you say. Other than this, like I told you, a beginner should have an understanding regarding news. News doesn't have to be related to the just anything like any government news or anything. No, no, no. It should be global news which can affect a global market, because bitcoin is not something which is a domestic market, it is a global market. Everybody on this planet can take a trade in cryptocurrency, everybody. So anything which affects the global trade, global politics between two countries, because at the end the politics also can make the imbalance in the economy of the two countries, trades and every of those things. So with that thing, I brought you three news which you should be knowing, and I have also found out the reason why there was a breakout. Like I told you, there should be every time whenever there is a breakout, there will be a corporate investor investing in the market to give us a breakout. Retailers can never make a breakout. Have that thought in your mind fixed. We can never ever give a breakout, because for giving a breakout we need a very huge amount of investment to invest in the market. If we don't have a very huge amount of investment in the market, we can never ever give a breakout. So whenever you spot a chart pattern and it is about to give you a breakout, that means one and very simple thing, that a big player is going to enter in the market. And that's what exactly happened yesterday. If you want to look at why there was this huge movement upward, sudden up movement, it is not like this. It is not forming in a very natural way. Okay. It is forming in a very abnormal straight up, we can see a straight up movement, and this straight up and straight down is only made by the big players. Okay, so yesterday some big player invested. Let's talk about that. Meta Planet, I think you have heard Meta Planet name from my mouth so many times, because yes, he is that one of that guy who is crazily investing in the crypto market, and he has put himself goal as well. He has shown us a roadmap as well, that he wants to have 2,10,000 Bitcoin in his holding. Okay, so how much he bought and how much he is holding right now, how much is more left for him to have, let's all discuss that. Metaplanet buys 780 more Bitcoin, now holds over 17,000 BTC. What happened? Metaplanet, a publicly traded company in Tokyo, bought 780 more Bitcoin on July 28. This brings their total Bitcoin holding to 17,172 BTC, worth over 1.7 billion. And to be very fair, I will show you one very this thing. Okay, I just want to show you one thing which is just right next to each other. Okay. Mm, okay, focus on this green candle only. Okay, let me just delete. Okay, just focus on this green candle, just this. Okay, this went up by the investment of how much? 780 Bitcoin. What would be the price if I have to buy 780 Bitcoin? What would be the price? I don't want overview, bro. 780 Bitcoin price I'm talking about. 780 BTC price. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Estimated at this much. Okay. 92 something USD. It is too much something. Let's just convert it into the INR. 700. Wait, we might be doing it little wrong. No, I really feel we are doing it right. 773.8 crore. Are you sure? One BTC in INR. What is one BTC in INR? Why it is having so many different calculations? Here it's saying 800. There it is saying 773. Why this much difference? Huh. What you did for INR? In INR, it is more. In USDT, if we convert it, it's less. Let's just have it this amount. Okay, approximately 770 crore. Approximately 770 crore. To buy 780 BTC, MetaPant required how much? 770 crore. 770 crore. He required to buy 780 bitcoins. Okay. Now, and how much movement we had? A very small movement. Now, other thing. This very big downward movement happened by selling 17,000 Bitcoin. 17,000 BTC was liquidated from the market. Let's see what it worths at. And this was done by Galaxy Digital, by the way. Galaxy Digital. 17,000 BTC. Can you see the difference between movement? Can you see the difference between 780, which is almost 800, 800 BTC bought, 17,000 BTC lost? Can you see a difference in a movement? How much a market can move? Even he's investing 770 crore in the market to buy 780 BTC. Still, the movement is so small. And when a person sold 70,000, can you see a difference between 70,000 and 780? Right now, MetaPlanet is having 17132 holding. Approximately that amount was sold, liquidated from Galaxy Digital, who owns 80,000 Bitcoin, by the way. Okay, he didn't just sold everything, whatever he got. He has 80,000 Bitcoin. From that 80,000, he sold 17,000. That's all. From 80, he sold 17. MetaPlanet has 17,000. So if I'm just showing you difference between the prices so that you can see how much a corporate people invest, and even after investing this huge amount of money, how much the market moves. Just because it was in a side by side, that's why I just wanted to give you one reality check kind of scenarios, like what is this movement and compared to this movement, nothing. Back to our news. What happened? MetaPlanet, a publicly traded company in Tokyo, bought 780 more Bitcoin on July 28. This brings their total Bitcoin holding to 17,132 BTC, worth over 1.7 billion. The company paid an average of 17.52 million, which is approximately at the price range of 19 point something, 18 point something, 188 something. per Bitcoin in the latest price. The total investment for this round was 92.93 million. Exactly the price which is shown over here. In the starting, we asked what is the price. See, 92 point something million is said. Yeah. So that was the amount. 92.93 million was total invested from the Meta Planet to have such small upward movement from the market. For us, it is very big. For us, we can never achieve it. For us, it is the greatest profit ever. Not ever, but greatest profit. But still, for them, it is just a little bit investment. Just 780 he bought. How fast are they growing? Just 3 months ago, they held only 4,000 BTC. Just 3 months ago, they actually had just 4,000 BTC. Since then, they added over 13,000 BTC, a massive increase. And we can see that in a result as well. Like from the point when we had the downfall, 73K downfall, from that point, did the market fall like that till now? No, it's not even like it crossed 112. It became from 112 we received 118, 120 and 123. From there, not a single time the market has tried to go beyond it, not even try to reach 112. Not even 112. The previous to previous all-time high is not, the market is not even going to previous all-time high, staying above. Why? Because so many corporate people are actually investing right now. They are following it as a trend, the same way like we follow the reel trend. Will make the same reel in the same audio with the same thing with the same movement and blah 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 thing, whatever they do. So they are following a money trend. Everybody is investing, and till now point we haven't seen a market to crash. They are just putting money, investing and just investing. Most of the Bitcoin was bought using money raised from the bond redemption and issuing a new shares. Stock trading surge. Investors' interest in Meta Planet is rising. Their stock trading volume on the Tokyo Stock Exchange doubled in June. And in June, it was 1.86. In June, it was 1.86 trillion, which is approximately 12.65 billion. Okay, that's their shares value. That's a company's value. To be very specific, that is a company's value they are having. It is 12.65 billion. And May was, in the May they had how much more money coming, like sorry, in May they had 6.78 billion. I went in the order wise, wrong order I went. First should be May, second should be June. So May was 6.78 billion, and now June is having 12.65 billion, double. The whole their company value has increased not by just 1%, 2%. No, it has been doubled. Okay, so how did they finance it? July 4 and 14 redeemed 86.7 million from the bond, issued millions of new shares between 30 June to July 28 to the stock acquisition rights. Now has 866 million fully diluted share, more shares available in the market. Custom matrix BTC yields. Metaplanet uses unique indicator to track Bitcoin growth. BTC yield, how much BTC is gained versus new share issued. From July 1 to July 28, BTC yield was BTC yield is basically from the time they have started buying BTC, how much their company is in the profit, or their share is been doubled, or any of those scenario. Okay, that is basically BTC yield, how much BTC is gained versus new share issue basically. Okay, so BTC yield Metaplan unique indicator to track Bitcoin growth. BTC yield is how much BTC is gained versus new share issued. From July 1 to July 28, BTC yield was 22.5%. or 357 million. Past yield, which is quarter 2 of 2025 and quarter 4 of 2024. So 2024 quarter 4, the final quarter, they had 309.309%, 309.8% yield. And in the past, this recent quarter 2 of the 2025, they had 129.4%. Okay, the average Bitcoin cost across all 17,172 BTC, and average purchase price value is now 100 million basic, not 100 million, 100k dollar per coin basically. Okay, this is up from 887,000 at end of the March. Important note of the investors: Metaplanet does not pay dividend. Buying its stock doesn't give a shareholder ownership of its Bitcoin. The ownership you can get from the for the company, not of the Bitcoins. They are buying it from their money, but they are not giving any part in the Bitcoin. They might give them some interest of the company shares or something. Okay, some in return investment like this much you can receive and blah 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 blah. So, but not anything related to the Bitcoin. The company wants that the custom metrics like BTC yield does don't replace traditional metrics. Example, profit, cash, or flow. It won't replace the traditional metrics. Don't include debts or preferred share, which could inflate the perceived gain. Whatever they are earning from the Bitcoin, whatever they are learning or no, sort of gaining the profit or anything, it won't be shared in any point of view, not even in the profit, not even in the cash. Why is it a big deal? Metaplanet is one of the few companies in the Japan aggressively buying Bitcoin. Its bold strategy stands out in a market where most companies are still cautious about crypto. Metaplanet is rapidly becoming the one of the Asia's top corporate Bitcoin holder. It is issuing bond and share strategy to fuel huge BTC purchase, attracting investors' attention and driving massive trading volume. While the company reports high Bitcoin gain, it reminds the investor to take a look at a full financial picture and not just at the crypto number. So this Meta Planet is buying such a heavy, huge amount. They have a huge goal. Like when they started buying, they had one roadmap that they want to get 210,000 BTC in their holding. That is 2.1% of total. Of total, they want to have 2.1% in their holding. And just by following these people, because see, at the end, it is not just about one very specific thing that they are just buying. No, they're also getting profit from it. Companies are getting profit from it. Their stock market price is getting profit from it. Their company value is increasing more and more and more and more and more just by having the BTC as a backbone of the company, getting it like not attached. I won't say attached, but getting backing up with the BTC asset, their company, their property, their asset, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so this is giving an investors as well, but they are not providing anything to the investor. They are not providing the BTC gain or something. They might be providing something else for the stock, for the company, but not for the BTC. They don't have anything to do with the BTC. Okay, but this is a very good news for the retailers, us. Why? Because if those corporate people constantly are in a fight to buying more, whose profit is it? The market is gonna plunge up, and that's our profit. Whenever they enter, we have profit. Whenever they enter, we have the profit because the market is gonna go up. You know what kind of movement they are capable of making. because they are having that huge it's not because of like they have power or they are the big companies. No, no. If you come up with the same amount of money which they are investing, you are a big player as well. At the end, it only comes to the money. If money is big, then you are gonna have a big investment, big value, big power, big everything. If you don't have big investment, you are not gonna have anything. We are basically retailers. Okay, that was the first news which I wanted to share with you all people regarding the market, which is you can clearly see how it has an effect in the market. A news has an effect in the market. From that itself, we can have a logical answer for why there was sudden up movement and why only corporate people are capable of giving a breakout because of the big investment they do. Other than this, I have one good news and I have one bad news. Okay, because Meta Plant was not the only one who was trying to have a very good, huge investment in the market. Sharp Link adds more Ethereum to its holding. Ethereum price rises because of that. Okay, let's just move to the Ethereum. Let's see. Cannot see any sudden movement, but yes, very slow up growth we can see. Not a very sudden movement, but slow up growth. So Sharplink, a gaming tech, a gaming company bought 77,210 more sorry, not BTC, Ethereum, because not everybody is focusing on Bitcoin as well. Some people are focusing on Ethereum because I told you the reason yesterday that Bitcoin is never gonna have a breakout right now. Never ever go until unless if it crashes to 70-80 level, then we can see that we can have a big breakthrough or a very huge jump from the Bitcoin. But right now point, Bitcoin is not capable of making a jump. It can just climb steps from one all-time high to another all-time high. It won't be a very huge jumps from the market, which Ethereum may can do. Why? Because Ethereum is at that price. Ethereum is at 3,000 level, approximately 4,000 if you consider 4,000 USDT level it is. If it has to come up to the Bitcoin level, it has such a huge jump to make. So even if you are buying right now Ethereum, and potentially let's say after 1 year, 2 year, 3, 4, 5, I don't know how much time it will take for a corporate people to fully focus on Ethereum, because at the end I told you the value increasing only depends on the corporate people. So if institutional corporate people sees a greater value in the Ethereum, maybe soon we can have a very good jump. And it won't be like, see, we saw the same jumps in the market for BTC. We saw the jumps happening from 2000 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 40, 60, and 60 to 100. That kind of price rise I'm talking about, which we haven't seen for Ethereum till right now point. So there is a hope for us for that as well. And I have told you this one thing as well. Like a retailer who wants to have or who is hoping to have a millions and billions in his accounts and hoping to have a millions and billions, like crypto market is considered to be a money well. Like the more you go deep, the more you can have money. Like you have a chance to have a millionaire billionaire from that, but you cannot become from the Bitcoin, you cannot become from the Ethereum. You can become from the so those coin which are right now trying to become a Bitcoin, like Solana, like XRP, like Ethereum. Like there are so many other coins as well, which are has potential, a greater utility. That's why I'm telling you to focus on the utility of the coin, not on the price, not on the investment or something. If it has a greater utility, anyhow, a corporate people are gonna enter that point. Anyhow, a corporate people will try to come to that platform, come to that coin and invest in it because he can see a greater value in the future. So the purchase was worth over 270, 295 million. That was the purchase. Now the Sharpling holds a total value of 4,38,017 Ethereum. 4,38,000 Ethereum is holding right now. Just imagine if he decides one day that he wants to sell each and every of the 4,38,000. The whole market is gonna fall down. This whole 4,38,000 17 Ethereum is valued at 1.69 billion. Why does it matter? Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency after the Bitcoin. Yes. And we can see the huge difference between the first cryptocurrency and the second cryptocurrency. There is a sky and land difference. First cryptocurrency is having an all-time high of what? An all-time high of 123k dollars. 123k dollars. Ethereum is having all-time high of what? 3,900. That's all. It's not even a half. It's like there is huge difference. Huge. Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency. That's why I'm focusing on this one thing, that Ethereum may can have, if you are considering it as a second largest cryptocurrency, then maybe it's a potential to reach 50k, 30k, 70k, 80k. Even if you buy Ethereum right now, it is at just 3,000. If you buy, keep on buying it slowly, slowly. I'm not saying that invest everything, whatever you have, sell your house, sell your car, sell your mom. No, you don't have to do such kind of stuffs. Okay. You can invest slowly, 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 every month, every same like you do it in the FDs, or same like you have LICs that you have to give every month something, mutual funds or whatever things you are having. They are not going to give you that huge of interest compared to the digital currency is going to give you. Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency after Bitcoin. Sharpling is not just buying Ethereum, it is stacking it, meaning they are locking it up to earn rewards and help secure the network. Most of their Ethereum, 95% plus, is actively stacked or used in a stacking platforms. Who was involved? Galaxy Digital, a major crypto investor firm, helped move and manage funds. Sharpling sent 1.145 million USDC, a stable coin, to Galaxy Digital. Then Galaxy Digital withdrew 300 and 600 Ethereum from the Binance and transferred it to the Sharpling. This completed the recent ETH accusation. So it's that's why we cannot see it is like a buying, because they just moved it from one platform to the another. Okay, so there is no buying or there is no selling over here. I thought they bought it, but they just shifted it from the Binance to the Sharpling. Nothing else they did. So this complete their recent Ethereum accusation. Market impact. Ethereum, Ethereum, not Ethereum. Ethereum price went up by 3%, trading around 3,876 on Monday. This buy this buying shows a strong demand from institution, which helps push price more higher. Some analysts predict the short-term target can be 4,200 to 4,800, and it can be. I don't have any issues in having such kind of target. It is possible. It is not even, it's a very small possible. Trust me, it is a small possible target. For the long time, I really hope that the market can go up to $10,000. The market can go up to 10,000. Whatever we are seeing about the corporate people investment, huge investment, the trends in buying the BTC and the cryptocurrency, I really feel if BTC is highly value price, does other corporate people will come to which coin? Obviously, the second number. They won't go for finding the new Bitcoin for them. Obviously, they will go to second largest one. Second largest what? Ethereum. So yes, I really feel like a short term goal might be 500, $5,000 or 6,000, but the highest long term goal can be for $10,000. Okay, technical analysis. Ethereum is holding above a key support level of 3,523. RSI is showing 81.7%, shows a strong momentum and possibly a overbought condition. Both situations are possible. Why are the companies like Sharplink buying Ethereum? Well, obviously, we should know the reasons as well. We should be knowing the reasons. We should not be just blindly focusing on whatever they do and blah. Traditional companies are increasing their crypto holdings. Ethereum operates 24 by 7, unlike the banks. Liquid stacking and reward makes Ethereum attractive to hold long term. Summary: the Sharpling is heavily investing in the Ethereum and stacking it. Their aggressive accumulation was helped push the Ethereum price higher. Institutional interest is growing and price prediction remain optimistic. The Ethereum continues to show the strength despite the market ups and downs. Okay. The traditional companies are increasing their crypto holding. Ethereum operates 24/7, unlike the banks. Liquid stacking and reward makes Ethereum attractive to hold for long. These were the reasons. Like, and I don't even think that this is a wrong reason. Every person should right now hold a lot of Bitcoin in their holding. Why? Because that is one of the greatest mutual fund you can have. That is one of the greatest FDs you can have. That is one of the greatest everything which can give you an unimaginable returns from that cryptocurrencies. Unimaginable. You can never, like, none of the LICs, none of the mutual funds, none of your hedge funds can give you that kind of return which a cryptocurrency can provide to you. Trust me on that. People buy, corporate people are buying it because they had this option. They had the mutual fund option, the hedge fund option. Why they are not doing it anymore? Because they now have seen something which is highly valuable thing which can be invested by everybody if they have a huge amount of money, and they can give you that kind of profit which they need. Okay, so for those reasons I really believe in one thing, that everybody should quit. Trust me, just quit it. Just quit the traditional way of investment. Traditional way of investment is basically doing your analysis, FDs, giving bank the money and every of those things. Just hello, hello. Hmm. Okay, it will collect. So you should quit the traditional way of investment in the market. All the traditional way of investment, banking, because they people, those people are doing the exactly the same thing which I am telling you to do. They are all investing in the digital currency and some of their bigger stocks or something which can give them a huge amount of investment. Hello. Yes. Say. Yes. 709. Hmm. What's up? What's up? Hello, hello, Gaurangle. Welcome to the live stream of the Zbit platform. Welcome to the live stream of the best ever crypto platform you can ever have. Thank you so much for joining it. I just need 1 minute, guys. There is something I have to pick. I told them to come late. What's up, King? Welcome to Hood. welcome, welcome. I welcome you to my hood, bro. I welcome you to my hood. It just I want to share you one more news, which is not a good news for the crypto market, but I have one thing which I want to do as well. So till that point, I have to receive one package. I told them to come by like after 6 or something, but they are here. Anyway, we'll come back, whatever point they will. So that's why I'm telling you a lot of people that go, who's your current music artist? Right now, I'm listening to there is one song called as Uchalmat by Hardbone and Prathamesh. Killer song, bro. Killer song. Like the flows they switch and everything. Other than that, I'm also listening right now to Kendrick Lamar. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. He doesn't need a shout out, but still, out of respect. Who's your current favorite music artist? Kendrick Lamar. I'm listening to his one of King Kuta a lot, one above all, and its album, every album. And other than that, I'm listening to one song which I'm like trip to, that is Uchalmat by Hardbone and Prathamesh. Listen to that song, bro. That's crazy song. Like this switches, the things, everything they have did. Crazy one, crazy one. Seriously, crazy one. It's nothing. Let me just start my news, bro. He's not coming. It's better I'll continue. So there was one very not that great news. Have you heard Kendrick Lamar? Hmm. Yes, I am aware of that artist as well. Raga, he calls himself Raga. And yeah, yeah, I've heard about it. I've heard about it. Trump, I want to share you one news, people. Okay, that thing is done. Let me just share you my news. So it's not a very great news for the market right now because it might. He was silent. He was silent for so long time and the market was doing such a great thing. And now he has opened his mouth and maybe a little bit tension in the market may can start, which can affect the market in a negative impact. Maybe a bearish move is upcoming. Trump sets 15% minimum tariff on EU import, trade tension rises. US President Donald Trump announced that no product from the European Union EU will be imported into the US with a tariff lower than 15%. This statement was made ahead of the key meeting with Ursula von der Leyen, the president of European Commission, scheduled in Scotland. The Trump described his trade a very powerful and non-negotiable. Okay, uh, key points from the announcement: tariff floor. All EU's export to the USA will face at least 15% custom duty. 15% of custom duty they might face. Like it's like whatever the price is, like value XYZ value, from that 50% extra you have to give from that value, just to custom duty for nothing. For nothing. The same way, like we feel like how we have to give 30% taxes to the country of India, even when they are not doing anything for like the growth, or you can say even if they are not doing anything for the, like they are not taking the risk of our trade, they are not taking the analysis or anything, they're not supporting in anything of the cryptocurrency, but still whatever I earn I have to give you 30% of it. Why? Go have a job, government, earn your own money. Trump described this trade as a very powerful and non-negotiable. The key points are tariff floor. All EU export to the US will face at least 15% custom duty. This removes any preference, preferential or lower tariff access the EU previously enjoyed. Sector exclusion. Pharmaceutical companies like medicines will be excluded from this trade agreement. They will be treated separately. Strict deadlines. August 1st is the deadline that Trump has set for finalizing this deal. The message, take it or leave it, the US sets the term. No room for compromise. Trump has abandoned diplomatic flexibility. This is creating what? Tension between two countries, which may can affect a global trade. Obviously, it's like right now it is happening just for two countries, Europe and this, but they are not a small country, they are a very huge country which has huge economic impact on the whole world. So yeah, something is there which is about to come. The signal, his signal is hardline transactional approach where the US detects the term. What this means for EU. EU now faces a tough choice: accept the US term 15% tariff and all conditions, or risk a trade war and higher economic tension. The Trump also hinted at uncertainty, said there is only a 50-50 chance of reaching a deal. Accept it or leave it, as he said. This increases the market and political instability between the US and the Europe. Impact on the technology and digital sector. Europe tech and blockchain companies like Ledger, cloud provider, etc., will likely be hit hard. Higher cost to sell in the US due to the increased tariff weakened the competitiveness compared to the American companies. Project in Web3, stablecoin regulations, and asset tokenization, where the EU and the US were collaborating, may slow down and fall apart due to the unstable. Why? Why he does such kind of situations? Why he has to, like, stablecoin regulation is one of those things which can affect the market to fall down. Asset tokenization is a very new concept which people were eagerly waiting for, like what it is, how it is going to work, how it is going to make my xyz profit or xyz things. Okay, and now it may fall apart. Why it matters? This is a major shift from the past US trade policy, which were more cooperative. Trump is redefining transatlantic trade into a US first economic model. It may trigger economic retaliation from the EU and reduce global cooperation in a key industries like tech, blockchain, and pharmaceutical. Donald Trump is pushing a minimum 15% tariff on all EU imports into the US, rejecting a previous trade flexibility with a tough deadline, 1st of August. A little room for negotiation. EU must decide whether to comply or face a potential trade war. This move could be deeply affect European tech, digital, and blockchain companies trying to access the US market and disrupts ongoing cooperation emerging between the sector. What will be the impact of Cold War and Civil War on the market? Both can affect in a bearish momentum, growingly both can affect the market in a downfall of the market, because even if there is a cold war, even if there is a civil war, there is a high tension between the trades. If the global trades get affected, the market is going to get affected. It's very simple, very easy to understand. Anything which has a global impact on, let's say, global impact on what? So anything which is globally affected and can affect the global economy, because at the end, who are the investors? These are the investor who is doing a trading in XYZ thing. It can be for the tech, it can be for anything. And also this USA and US and European country were developing some between cooperation of crypto regulations. But between like they were developing something for the crypto regulations, stablecoin regulations, and also thinking about asset tokenization. They were working on it together. Now this can affect that thing as well. Anything, if crypto regulations, stable coin regulations, altcoin regulations get affected, obviously we are going to see some tension in the market, which is going to affect in a downfall of a market. A downfall of the market. Maybe it is upcoming, maybe it can happen. Now all and everything depends on if these two countries, they don't change it into a trade war. If everything happens very smoothly, there might be a downfall, but very less, because at the end, if European country accepts the challenge, not challenge, the conditions of the Trump, then yes, some downfall of the European market will be there, which may can affect in our market a little. But if he goes for the trade war, da 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 da, winter will be coming. That is basically a bearish movement will be coming very soon. Those were the news which I wanted to share to all people. And now you can see how news can help you to see what happened in the market before. News can help you in knowing what is happening right now. News can help you knowing what may can happen in the market in the future as well. Right. So with that note, those were the news I wanted to share. So let's talk about our zbit.com. Now, what is zbit.com doing to you all people? We came and I promised you this one thing, that I am going to bring a very great new user rewards for all of my new users. And it is not gonna be very small 10%, 20% off and black kind of shit. No, we are offering you a something, because at the end, any app, any company is made by who? By the audience, by the customers. If we are not giving them the satisfaction of considering themselves like as we treat them like a king, if we don't give them satisfaction of king, then what's the point? What's the point of it? So with that thing, I want to tell you that Zbit is offering you a free cryptocurrency, a free crypto asset, without even asking for anything from you. But there is one condition, that you have to take a trade. But this trade has nothing to do with the crypto asset. Nothing. You can trade wherever, however, whatever quantity, whatever anything you want. That is a different part. Once you take a first trade in our platform, that will be registered and you are going to receive your first ever crypto asset straight into your wallet, straight into your wallet. Okay. But even before that, you are going to have that crypto asset. Okay. I will tell you. I will tell you. I will tell you. So this is Zibit. I want to sign up. Yeah. If we go on the, see, we are available right now for Android people, not for the iOS, but it's just an app. For website, we are available for everybody, so everybody can enjoy it. It's like it is not like you have to wait. You have to wait for this thing to happen. You have to wait for a trade. You have to wait for it to come to an app, to iOS people, blah blah. Other than that, you cannot take the new user reward from our company or the platform. No, you can strictly come to the website, and on this website you can simply have the first step, because every step is going to offer you one reward. And I'll disclose this. The first step gives you your first ever crypto asset from cbit.com. No conditions, nothing. There are no conditions, not at all. Every step is going to give you something, and that something is a very beneficial for you, because we thought about this thing. Like, we have competitors. I won't deny, we have competitors. We have Binance, we have OKYX, OKX, not YX, OKX, Bybit, and so other platform which is offering you a platform to do a digital currency trading. But we have we are very new. We came very recently, very recently we came. Now we are gonna offer you something which they don't offer. Obviously, to show that we have came, the kings has arrived, to tell them these things, we have to give something which they never did. They all people give you what? They gave you deposit amount. Like, take this $50, $10, $20, 30, 500 max. Have it, and you can start doing trading on our platform. You don't have to deposit. You can trade with this amount. That's what they offered us. Okay. But deposit amount is very, don't you think that it is that kind of stuff? Like, if a person wants to come on a crypto exchange platform, want to trade on a crypto exchange platform, won't he have a money to trade? It's same way like you have decided that you want to have a Nike shoes. You have went to a mall, but you are looking and asking that customer, can you give it me for free? Obviously you have money to buy that. So why you want to give a trade money? Why you want to give a deposit money? For that, we have thought about very specific thing. Why not offer you something which none of the other people offered? Why not offer you a cryptocurrency, a crypto asset, and not just any other asset? See, it depends on luck. Obviously, it's an algorithm. We cannot just give each and everybody like, have this, have that, have this, have that, have this, have. We cannot just give it like this everybody. It's a lucky draw. In that lucky draw, you are having a chance to win from 8 different coins. From those 8 coins, two are stable coins, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Two are altcoins, Solana and XRP. Four are meme coins, Doge, Pepe, Shiba Inu, and Trump. These are the 4 coins. Okay. But there is one mystery coin, but that mystery coin can give you anything. Sometime it gives Trump, sometime it gives something else, something else, something else. Now it depends, whatever it wants to give to you. That's a mystery thing. Okay. But you have this many 8 option. Out of those, once you register, registration is basically this, what you can see on the screen. Your country code you have to put. Right now I'm in Dubai, so that's why it's showing Dubai thing. Your email address, your passport, password you have to give, obviously, because you are be trading in the most valuable currency in the whole world, so you need to protect it from any other person to have it, hack it, or have it, anything. Then you have to put an invite code over here. Why invite code is very necessary? Because if you don't put invite code, which is my invite code, EQEAG, if you don't put my invite code, there are some things which you may face as a loss. What are those? What are those laws? What can you face? What can you have? And everything. Now, if you don't have this EQEAG, if you don't put my invite code, you are not getting option for this course. You are not getting option for Solana, not for Ethereum, not for XRP, not for Bitcoin. What you will get? You will get meme coins. Like, see, every digital currency is valuable, but Bitcoin, meme coin is not having any fundamental values, and they are only trend based pumps they are having. Whenever they come in trend, then they have some price hike. Other than that, there is no utility uses of any meme coin. They're just made for fun, just entertainment, just fun. That's all. That's all. They you can consider them as like unemployed in the cryptocurrency world, the unemployed. So if you put my invite code EQEAG, simple EQEAG, then you will be getting a chance to win from Solana, Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin. As simple as that. Put my invite code, have a chance to win Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and Bitcoin. If you don't, then have meme coins, which doesn't have value. This 4 coins is having a value, 4 coins not having a value. Now it depends on you. Not having a value doesn't mean that it is like zero or something. No, it has value, but not right now. In a right now real time situation, if you want to have profit, then you should be getting Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, XRP kind of stuff. So for that, do not forget to put my invite code, which is EQEAG. Simple. Your first step has completed, which is registration. Registration is just this. Create account is your registration. Country, email address, password, sign up, and enter. That's all. That's all. That's all you have to do to enter in the to complete your first step. And once you complete this first step, you will enter in the interface, and that interface is gonna give you this wheel ahead of the in front of your window. And this is gonna give you a chance. This is gonna give you chance of what? This is gonna give you chance to draw. This is give you a chance to draw between these 8. If no invite code, between 4. If invite code, between 8. It will give you a chance, and once you spin it, you will be having your first ever crypto asset from the cbit.com without even asking anything. You pay anything to us till now, part? No. What you did, you just registered yourself. That's it. Just for registration, you are gonna have an crypto asset. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? We are crazy to offer you that because we are crazy in love with you all people. So yes, this is the crazy thing which you can have by just doing a registration. Nothing needed. Next step comes KYC. Now there are 3 steps which is going to offer you 3 rewards. If you want to have those 3 rewards, you have to complete the steps, which is also a mandatory steps for you to enter in the market. Second step is KYC. Is it even a step? Like doing KYC is a step. Our company is talking about it is a step. Is it even a step? It's a mandatory thing that you have. And for that mandatory thing, which people will do, they are giving reward. Same like if I tell people walk, they will walk. It's a mandatory thing. For coming from home to the office, you have to walk or take anything. or take any bus or anything. It's same like just imagine that one day you get a notification in the office that if you come to office today, which you will, it is your working day, you have to go. And if you come to office, we will give you 100 dirham is equals to 2000 rupees, I guess. Yeah, we'll give you 2000 rupees if you just come to office. You will go crazy because that is a mandatory thing for you. Like, that's my working day. Today's Monday. Obviously, I'll be in the office. But if I come to the office, I have 2000 rupees. Every people will try want to go there because it's a mandatory thing. We are giving you price for mandatory thing. Now, KYC, is it even a step? Is it, are we even telling you to go to the neighbor house, slap the neighbor and come back? No, it's not even a task. It's not even a dare. It's not even a truth. It's a mandatory thing which you need to do. That is KYC. Give your verification if you are a genuine person or not, and have a chance. What is a reward? Have a chance to win a double bonus reward. What is a double bonus reward? Double bonus reward is very basic, very simple. If I give you example, if my salary right now is, I should not disclose my salary. Uh, let's assume let's assume my salary is 2 lakh per month. Okay, let's assume that my salary is 2 lakh per month. Okay, I know. So if I tell, what if I tell you that this can become, if you just do this KYC mandatory KYC, if you do a mandatory KYC, and you can have a chance to make that 2 lakh per month into 4 lakh per month. What? Yes, that is possible. But obviously not for your salary. It is possible for the digital currency you will be getting. The first step will give you one digital currency. Now the second step, KYC. After that, you will be getting a chance to make it double. Any whatever you will get, Ethereum. If you get Ethereum, then Ethereum. If you get Bitcoin, then Bitcoin. If you get Solana, whichever digital currency you are getting, you are having a chance to make it double, make it 2x, straightly multiply by 2. Whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is. You can straight multiply it by 2. Okay. After that, what you need to do after that? Okay. So second step gives you reward, that is double bonus reward. Chance to give you to make any of those currency, whichever you will get, make it one more. That is basically buy one, get one free. Okay. Then comes the third step, which has the greatest reward of all time. Even greater than the digital asset, even better than making it double. What it can be. That you have to do a task first. The task is to deposit money into your capital account. Obviously, for doing a trading, you need a deposit amount into your capital. That is a basic thing. Without a capital account, without a capital amount, you cannot trade. So, for doing that, what you need to do, you need to complete one task, that is deposit money, and that should be more than $10. $10 or more than $10. Okay, that is basically, that is an average price where people like enter. Like, it's not even like very high valued investment we are asking for. It's very less investment. That is basically 900 INR. which you have to invest in your capital account, not my capital account, not company's capital account, in your capital account for you to do the trading, not for me to do the trading. Okay, you are a control of that 900 INR. Okay, for if you invest 900, see, you have an option. If you don't want to, fine. You have two rewards with you. One is crypto asset which you got, and second one is double. If you want to have the third reward, then you have to do it. Otherwise, it is totally fine by us as well. It's for you, not for us, to be very specific. Okay, if you want to have the third reward, then you can. And trust me, that third reward is very tempting. The third reward is to have a chance to make any of those crypto asset five time more, 10 time more, 20 time more, 30 time more, 40 time more, 60 time more, 70, 80, or maybe 100 time more. Now, what is this more? Which is basically a surprise multiplier. The third reward, if you deposit $10 or more than that, that is a surprise multiplier you will be getting. And $10 is not a very huge amount. It is just 900 INR if I convert it into INR. Okay. So you have to just invest, not invest, you have to put deposit $10 or more than that to get the third reward. And if you don't want to, that is totally fine. Just have the first and second reward and you can go. Okay. That is totally fine. But the third reward is very tempting. You are getting a surprise multiplier, a chance to make that Ethereum not one but five, but 10, but six, but 20, but 50, but 80, but maybe 90 as well. That is basically surprise multiplier, which is gonna make your XYZ quantity multiply not by 2, which is the second reward. Second reward was double bonus, right? But we are giving you from 5x to 100x. 5 times more or up to 100. It can land in any between as well. Maybe 10 times more you can have. Why it is not better than double bonus? Double bonus you got for doing nothing, that you got for just KYC. But if you want to have a chance to get your crypto asset multiply by 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 90, 100 times more, then you gotta do the deposit more than $10. Otherwise, it's fine. If you don't want to increase your asset, that too for nothing. Did we ask any money from you till now? Point? No. Then it is for free. So you can have it, the surprise multiplier, and it can land on anything. Okay, the surprise multiplier is again the algorithm. The least you can get is 5, which is better than the double. Better than the double, or the highest you can get is 100x. Now it depends on you. At least, even if you are the most loser person on the platform, still you are having a 5x, making your quantity multiplied by 5 times. If you are a common person, 10 to 20 to 30x maybe you can get. Little luckier person, 40, 50, 60. Luckiest person above 80, anything is the most luckiest thing you can have. Just imagine multiplying your Bitcoin by that price. Just imagine that 0.001 quantity of the Bitcoin is, you can say it is almost, right now price is 118. So it will be $118 of worth of Bitcoin you can have in the first step. Second step can make it 118 plus 118. But third step can make it 118 plus 118 plus 118 plus 118 plus 118 plus 118. You can say up to that from 5x to 100x, whatever you land on. Don't lose this opportunity to have such huge amount of thing. And this is a new user reward. This is not gonna for everybody, and this is a very limited offer. Okay, this is not gonna be there for all the time. Maybe it will go at one point or some other point. So before losing that thing, you have to enter to our platform. Get this user reward. Do not forget to put my invite code, because if you don't put it, then you might just end up having meme coins. So if you want to have the stable and altcoins which is having greater value, do not forget to put the E, the Q, E, EQEAG, which is basically my invite code. And this is where you have to put. See, invite code, this is where you have to put. That's all. That's all. That's what this Zibit is offering to all of the new users. Okay. And this is one of the greatest beneficial rewards which any other platform is offering to you. None of the other, like let's ask ChatGPT. Let's ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Chat. Our AI might know everything. Is there any other platform than Zibit, which is offering crypto asset like BTC, Ethereum, Sol, XRP, and in in new user. Is there any platform than Zbit which is offering crypto asset like BTC, Ethereum, Sol, XRP, and meme coin in a new user reward? Is there any platform out there? Let's ask. Hmm. Yes, there are several platforms other than Zbit that offers asset like BTC, Bitcoin, and blah as a part of the user reward or sign up bonus. I never saw this. I never saw this. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Is really Binance offering you a free bitcoins? I don't think they are offering free bitcoins. Nah, just for registration. Let's ask just for registration. No, it's fine. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Download Zibit with my invite code EQEAG. Do not forget. Okay. So that was for the new user rewards of the Zbit. Other than that, we are also hosting one event in which you can have a free money from us What is that event? It's called as a bug hunting event. Bug hunting event is basically one and very specific thing that you can have a chance to win a huge amount of $50 from us straight away to your account if you find mistakes in our app, which is basically bugs. Some apps not working, like our app not working properly, some options not working, app crashing down, spelling mistakes are not considered as a bug. Other than that, anything is a bug. You can catch that, screen record it, share to us in our description. You can see in our description, you can see the number, our WhatsApp number, email address as well. You can share wherever you feel convenient. You can share that screen recording with a very small tagline of 1 and 3 to 4 words, not more than that. That this is not working, dash dash not working, XYZ not working. That's all. That's all. Nothing else than that. You don't have to just give me the whole XYZ kind of thing, like this happened, then that happened, then this happened, then that happened. No, I don't want to know that. Okay. So with that thing, I want to just tell you this one very simple thing. Do not lose a chance to win $50 for nothing. You just have to download and find out bugs and share it to us, and you will be rewarded with $50 or more for finding bugs in our platform. Why lose such opportunity? Just go and find out bugs, download, but do not forget to put the invite code. You will get special rewards for it. Okay. So that's all. I'm just gonna take a 15-minute break here, and after coming back from the break, we are gonna learn regarding double candlestick pattern. I have to finish this topic so that we can go and move on to the next topic, that is a triple candlestick pattern. This is what we're gonna learn after I come back from the break. Okay, after I come back from the break, this is what I'm gonna teach you. Right now, I'm gonna have 15-minute break. After coming from that break, we are gonna have the understanding of double candlestick pattern. Okay, till that point, see you people. Right, till that point, I'll come with just very small amount of break, and after that break, we are gonna learn regarding the double candlestick patterns. Okay, cool. I'll see you guys in a minute. A 15 minutes, not a minute. 15 minutes. People are asking me, you are not playing game today. Shall I play game today? 20 minutes, 18 minutes. Hmm. Shall I play game? Chat. If you want, we can play game for 20 minutes. Do you guys want to play game? Just one person said in the chat that they want to play game. It's fine. We'll think about game later. Let's understand our double candlestick pattern first. We learned about bullish kicker, bearish kicker, bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, bullish harami. We were supposed to look at the bearish harami, piercing line, dark cloud thing, tweezer bottom, tweezer top. Let's start with tweezer bottom and tweezer top. These are the one which comes generally. Okay, so first let's have tweezer. Sorry. I'm drawing three patterns of tweezer bottom pattern, and I will tell you why. Okay, you will all get to know why and everything. Just give me just to draw it first. Okay, so I don't think so. I have to denote every time like what is open, close of the candles and everything. You know, for red candle, open will be above, close will be below, and for green candle, open will be above and close will be here. That I think you all people know regarding. Okay, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, and close. Now, this pattern which we are discussing right now, it is called as tweezer bottom candle. What is a tweezer bottom candle? Tweezer bottom candle is like the name comes from like having equal lows. Either it can be equal lows, equal L's. This is basically the L, this is L, this is L. Either it can have an equal L, or even if it doesn't have an lower wick, that is L, that is also fine. Either it can have a small one, either it can have a big one, or even if it doesn't have this, all three are tweezer bottom candles, all three of them. That's why, because in the market you can see different versions of tweezer bottom candle. The main idea of the tweezer bottom candle is how you can identify in the market, or how you can analyze, is by just one and very simple thing, that it should have an equal bottom. That's all. Either it can be no, if it is having no lower wick, then equal this, like it should be equal. Even if it's having very small, it should be equal. That's all. It is that simple. This is the meaning of tweezer bottom, having an equal side, equal bottom, equal this. Okay, everything should be equal. You may find out in a three variants. One can be either like this, other can be like this, other it can, either it can have a long lower wing, it can extend as well, or either it can have no lower wings, or either it can have a very minute, very small lower wing. Now we can find it in a three different patterns in the market. Now, first thing to tell about this pattern is that this is a bullish pattern. First thing to tell about the market is that it is a bullish pattern. Okay, as it's a bullish pattern, it has a lot of conditions as well. A lot of conditions as well. uh, how you can identify it, what is the psychology behind it, and every of those things, because you need to understand, once you look at some platform, why a tweezer bottom pattern gives you an uptrend. Why, what is the need of it, why it is giving, what is the logic behind it, what is the reason behind it. Let's discuss all those things. Okay, so first thing, the conditions. Let's discuss condition, what you need to identify, or we can discuss the this thing as well. First, tweezer bottom should be, let's discuss the psychology first. Tweezer bottom should be in a downtrend. Downtrend, which means active selling is happening over here. That market is in a control of who? In a control of sellers. Sellers are trying to make a bearish movement, trying to make the market go down, 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 down. In that thing, what we can understand is one very specific thing, that the red candle first is a seller's candle. Yes. Now seller candle made the same thing. Like they made open, they made they made open, they made close, they made high, and they made a low. Now, if the next candle opens as according to a downtrend, this downtrend is going on. According to downtrend, what we should have one very specific thing, that the market should go more down from here. It should go more down from here, right? It should have a dominance of who? A dominance of sellers. But when you see this one thing, that at a very equal point where market couldn't reach, that market reached at L point, this is the lowest point of the market for the red candle, and from that exact point market went up. Now the next candle opened and it went to that L point but didn't go beyond. That represents what? That it is not ready to go more down than the sellers wanted to do. From that, we had a suppression, we had a rejection. Exactly from the same point, if you have a rejection, that means it won't, the buyers or the audience or whatever the people who are doing trading at that point, they don't want market to go more down than this, more down than this point. If it's going and it is closing above, that is a straight up dominance of a buyers, that they are saying that from that exact point, this is a resistance, like support, it will act like a support. Market came down, went up from there again. Market came down and take the same support. That means that this is acting as a support at right now. The market cannot go more down than this. Okay. The same way in a tweezer bottom candle, the lower wicks acts as a what? Acts as a support. That this is a constant imaginary support in the market from where market is not ready to go more down, which generates a lot of hopes in other buyers that right now maybe a change has started. That right now a change has started, a change of a trend, that market is not going down and now it is going to go up and have a rejection from face down, and it is going to go up, correct himself, have a retracement, whatever it is. Okay, the market is not going more down. That is basically the tweezer bottom pattern, which generates a support point for the market. Imaginary, it is not there, you cannot just find the support and something, it's just imagine whenever there are two such candles, even if it's not having a rejection from that exact point, rather than even going a point down, the market is straight going up. That means the whole majority of the red candle of the sellers are going down, is nil at zero, and from there just buyers are taking over. If you want to understand in the greed and the fear measurement, fear happened over here. Now market has found out that this is at a very cheap price, and all the buyers, all the other traders are just going for greed, that they hope that from here the market can go up if they take from the exact that point from market to go from exactly that point. That's all, from exactly if that point, if the market goes up, that means that market is jumping, buyers are coming, sellers are going away. Or basically, if you can also say, the sellers are the one who made the market come till now, and right now they feel like enough of selling, now we should go for buying so that we can have a good amount of profit. Whatever trend, whatever part from wherever region we came from that point we came down, and now we can go back up again here. From this we can have complete profit. It can be of anything. Okay, it can be of anything, it doesn't have to be an exact thing, it can be from any perspective, anything. It can be up to, like, minimum I can tell you, two risk reward ratio you can have, two risk reward ratio you can have, very minimum, very easy, two risk reward ratio you can carry with yourself. This was a complete psychology is very simple. Downtrend, active sellers, from that active sellers we are having one very specific thing, that the next candle, if it becomes a very huge, not even huge, even it's small, even if it's smaller than the first red candle. See, I have drawn three different perspectives. First, red is small, green is big, they both are equal, and in here red is big and green is small. Even in the all three perspective, we can have this one very specific thing, that in this, green becoming big or small have no representation, has no condition on it. The only condition is that it should not go beyond this level. Whatever is the L of the red candle, lowest point of the red candle, it should not go beyond below this level. If it goes below this level, that means still sellers are there in the market, as in the majority. Like, let's say if here people were 80, in the next candle zero sellers and 100% buyers, because from that exact point the whole market is just going up, not doing selling. Same majority, it should nullify the majority of the sellers, zero. In even here as well, it should be zero, even though the strength of buyer is not that much to complete the sellers, to dominate the sellers at this point. Even if it's not that much, still you can just go and have it, like, you can just believe this one thing, that there is a 0% of seller at this point, because they are, if seller is there, he will try to make it go more down. That is what he wants to do. If this is close, he want to make it go more below than this, which is this candle. more below than previous candle, more below than previous. That is a seller's mentality to make the market go down, 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 and more down. But this is not making the market go down. This is making the market go up. Okay, which means zero seller, 100% buyers are here, at least in that candle, which gives us conditions, which gives us one thing that maybe from here an uptrend can start, because buyers are here, sellers are gone from the market, buyers are entering, and from here maybe we can have an uptrend. That's why this is a bullish candle which gives us an uptrend, bullish candle. Let's understand the condition. First, candle should be a red candle. That is a condition number one. First, candle red. Second, candle green. This is the condition. First candle should be a red color candle. Second candle should be a green color candle. Okay, you have to understand this point very, very accurately, that the first candle should be a red color candle representing the sellers. Second candle should be green. Why? Then only we can know if the market is having a change in the majority or not. Okay. Third condition, it red and green. Red and green should have equal, same or equal, whatever you want to call it, same L, same L or bottom. Third condition, red and green, both of the candle should have same L or same bottom. Both L same or same bottom. They should have, this is the third condition. Okay. Now the last condition, trend should be downtrend. This is all the condition which you need to know for the tweezer bottom candle. Once you identify this four condition. First, the candle should be red. Second, the candle should be green. Third, first candle should be red candle. Second candle should be green candle. Third, the red and green should have a equal L's or equal bottoms, whatever it is forming at that period of time. If it is having a lower wicks, fine. Find the equal lower wicks, the same lower wick. Or if it's having a, like both are having like the same bottom, then you can find out the same bottom at that point as well. Okay. Now let's go and understand how we can take a trade in it. For taking a trade, very, very simple. We will apply the same rule because that rule gives us a confirmation and a confidence. That is basically make this line over here trend line at any, like any of the green candle. Wherever you see the next green candle, make a trend line at the highest point or open. Depends on you how much risk you want to take. If the next candle crosses that situation, crosses, crosses, or crosses, that's the exact point where we are gonna enter for buy situation. That's the exact point where we are gonna enter for buy situation. Buy over here, buy over here. buy. Okay, and your stop loss can be the same, the support. This, because this is considered as a support, even if the market may come down, it can take support again and here and go. So little below that we can take our support, little below that we can take our stop loss. Okay, your buy, this is your buy option, this is your SL, and from here we can go for like 2 risk reward ratio, 3 risk reward ratio, 4, depending on whatever, like minimum you can go for 2 risk reward ratio. Okay, you got to know how you can take a trade in the market. Now let's understand and know the real things. Like, let's see where in the market, where we can find the real examples of a tweezer bottom candles and know exactly what exactly happened in that candle. Okay, and I told you the shapes of the candle doesn't matter. Let's find. When we have to find it in a downtrend, do not forget that thing, downtrend. Not a single tweezer bottom pattern. Not a single. Trying to find it, bros. Guys, heart pains, bro. Heart pain. Kind of. Yes, this is the tweezer bottom pattern. First, in so long time, we have found out one tweezer bottom pattern. They are having the equal. We'll see all the trends. The trend is falling. We can see the market is falling from here right now, and we can have this double bottom tweezer pattern. Same support market has taken a downtrend. This is from that downtrend. The next candle has become a green candle, and we can just take a trade with this trend line crossover. We can go for buy. And if I show you this one thing, that it it gives you two risk reward ratio very easily. Till here the market reached, we could have three risk reward ratio, and this is your two risk reward ratio. Market reached till this point. This was the edge of the market. Okay, this was the highest point market reached. This upper wick. If I can stretch out the tag movement, we can easily have three risk reward ratio. But even if you have two risk reward ratio, that is also fine, because market reached that point. And not a single time, as you can see, even in the future, not a single time the market has fallen from that one, because it becomes like a support. Hello, people. So this is the first tweezer bottom pattern which we found out. This is that pattern, equal lows. Just a second. Hello, people. The voice is there, voice is there. I thought for a minute that the bar was not moving, so voice is there or not. But it is there, it is there. So this is our tweezer bottom pattern, which we can see over here. This pattern this pattern is that tweezer bottom pattern which is acting as equal support, and you can find out this thing very powerful. Why? Because this is that support which has been there since so long time. The market came down, and from that exact same point the market again went up from that exact same point, even though this was not the equal tweezer bottom, because you can see this, the red side, the red candle went little more lower and the green candle went little less. But this platform, this is our double bottom, tweezer bottom pattern. Same bottom, and you can have your two risk reward ratio very easy, like I showed you. This was your SL at the lowest point, and you can see 1.6, and this is your two. Easy two risk reward ratio you can have. Another, if I have to find out, I saw it in the most starting once. In the recent market, there was one. The recent market, tweezer bottom. Yes, this is that tweezer bottom which I told you that it won't have any lower wicks. This is one of those things. That's why I gave you three variants of the tweezer bottom pattern. The next is this. This is our another tweezer bottom pattern. Okay. Exactly, we will match our first. Whenever you saw such candle, you have to match the conditions. Is condition satisfying for you to take a trade or not? First is a downtrend. Yes, we can clearly see a market is having a downtrend right here. This was a downtrend. First condition check. First candle, red candle check. Second candle, green candle check. Equal bottom check. Even though, like, if you pointed out this thing, there might be few differences in it. There might be very less differences in it. but we are having an equal bottom at this point. Okay, so this is our tweezer bottom, and I told you what we need to do to take a trade. First, we are gonna make a trend line on the edge of that candle, wait for the next candle to give a crossover. Once the crossover happens, that's an exactly point where why the arrow doesn't form properly. Better I use this. That's your exact point where you can go for buy situation. This is the point where you can go for buying, and you know what you have to do. You have to just go for this projection. This is projection. Can you see projection tool? Go for long, put it on your buy entry, the trend line, and from there you can just make it at the bottom, that is your this, and then you can stretch it by 2 risk reward ratio. Right now the market has given you up to 3.48, easy 3.48 risk reward ratio you had. And you can see one thing, till that point for a while the market was not even down for a while, because that's a power of the tweezer bottom pattern, which gives you a support point. The market has taken a very huge great support from the market. This is the tweezer bottom pattern which we can have and use of while doing a trading. Okay, this is a tweezer bottom. Now same like this, I give you two examples. Okay, I gave you two examples. Love you, yes, big fan. Love you too. You can never expect how much I love you, my audience, my fans. You can never expect. Don't take me as that thing that I don't or something. It hurts a lot because I am a lot. The thought, just a thought. Let it be. This is not a time. This is not a place. This is not a time. This is not a place. But yeah, thank you so much. Love you a lot. Big fan over here. I'm a big fan of my audience, my true audience, which comes on my live stream, especially RDA. Then there is Ramisha. Then there is there were two to three used Muskan. I love all those a lot from the bottom of my heart. I love my audience a lot. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for understanding everything. Thank you so much. Made my heart light. Seriously, it makes my heart light. Thank you so much. So this is the tweezer bottom candle which we are discussing. Now let's go on and have the second thing, that is our tweezer top. Same exact but opposite. This was tweezer bottom and that is tweezer top. This will have a tweezer bottom and that will have a tweezer top. Okay, same exact thing, same exact thing. तुझे तक 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 तकते रहना, तेरी पक 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 सुनते रह. Yeah, it's same. Okay, I'm just gonna have a two different thing because rather than creating three, you know what it is. First will be green right now, and this as well green, and the second is gonna be red. Okay, so first, what you need to understand, as you know, this is that candle tweezer top. This will have either the same bottom or a same upper wick. Depends whatever the candle is making, but it should be same like we saw on the tweezer bottom as well. The 2 to 3 option we saw over there. Okay, so in both option we saw that thing. That comment is such a nice comment here. I can't get my eyes off that comment. Such pretty comments. Thank you. So this is your equal tops. Either it can be in the representative of upper wicks, which is this candle kind of thing, like with little stick, which you can see over here, like something like this, or there won't be any stick, it will be just a bottom or just a top, no upper wicks. Okay, so it should be same exactly like the bottom one we discussed. This is a tweezer top candle. Tweezer top candle has several conditions for it. What are those conditions? First thing, which is like you should know it, that this is a bearish candle. It is going to make the market go down. Bearish candle. Second thing, first candle in that tweezer bottom, it should be the first candle should be red, but in here the first candle will be green. Second candle should be red candle. Second candle should be a red candle. Okay, and the third very important thing, red and green should have equal same, whatever you know call it. I call it same because equal gives a very wrong representation, that you will try to match the price of this. Okay, rather than matching a price. red and green should be having a same tops. It should have a same top. Red and green should have a same tops. Okay. For this, the last thing, the last condition, it should come. It should be in an uptrend. It should be an uptrend. These are the condition. All psychology is exactly the same. Like from that exact point, the market is not going above, so that acts as in here. This was acting in the bottom. It was acting as a support. In our tweezer top, it will act as a resistance. So this is going to act as a resistance in which the market may not go beyond it. Okay, going beyond is a very bad thing that it cannot happen. Very rare case scenario, and also the majority might change from buying to the selling. Zero buyers and all are the sellers. Okay, that's what it is. Now, how to trade in it? Very simple. Again, very simple. Just put your trend line on the high lowest point of that candle, or high, or the like, or the bottom. If there is a lowest point, something like this, then you can put it on there. But if it's not, then you can directly put it on, the bottom, as you want to do. Okay, same. Now from here, what you need to do is you need to do something else. You have to wait for the next candle to cross over. Until and unless the next candle doesn't cross over, we are not getting confirmation that it is gonna be, just by looking at the top, because market is a very unpredictable place. We will never know when the market will take XYZ of movement, which it should not be taking. Okay, fine. So this is how you can trade in it. Your wait for the crossover like this. Wait for this point. Once you are doing a crossover, why there are so many hearts popping out? I don't understand, but yeah. In my chat, I saw so many heart popping out from here. Can I see it again? Are people there? Can I see it again? Ah, it's fine. Let it be. So wait for the crossover. Make a trend line at the lowest point of the candle L. I hope now you understand what L and everything means. L of that candle. Wait for the crossover. After the crossover, go for another situation. What situation? Go for the stop loss at the top. Wherever there is a resistance, go for stop loss over there. Okay. Let me show you in the real market how it looks like. And it should always form in an uptrend. So what we have to check? We have to check uptrends. This was a tweezer. Tweezer top, equal tops. We have to search for equal tops. Okay. It should always form in an uptrend. There will be an uptrend somewhere and we have to find tweezer top, tweezer top. See, this is a tweezer top pattern. As you can see, exactly the same top. Uptrend. In that uptrend, we have spotted our tweezer top candle. This is very easy to spot. We just have to check for the equal things. This is our tweezer top candle, TTC. Okay, TTC, teaser top equal, and from there what you need to do is simply make a trend line at this point. At the lowest of this candle, make a trend line. Doesn't matter if the bottom are equal. Okay, bottom can be any irregular shape, that doesn't have to give any. The only thing we have to look for is the equal tops. Okay, we spotted. This is our TTC, tweezer top candle. From there, put a trend line and wait for the candle. Not every time the next candle will give you a crossover. See, as you can see over here, two candle. After that two candle, we saw a crossover. This is a crossover which will go for which situation? Sell situation. Why sell situation? Because we are doing short selling, because it is a bearish move. Bearish move, we only do short selling. Identifying condition, I forgot. First uptrend, yes. First candle the green, second candle red, equal tops, all condition matched. We went for buying a short selling situation. This is where we do short selling SS, and our this stop loss is gonna be the top. Go for short. In a projection, long means going for buying, short means going for selling. So in here, I'll put it here. Then I will make it come to the tweezer top. And from there, you can see the market has given you up to 4%. It was more down actually. Till this point to this point it reached. How much risk reward ratio are we? 7.9 risk reward ratio we are having. Depends on, see, sometimes it depends on the market. If it is a very great, like resistance, then we can have it a lot. But if it's not, then we may can see something like this. Generally we can have 2 risk reward ratio, 3 risk reward ratio, but sometime it can be more than that. So always hope for more so you can get more. Okay, this is the tweezer top candle. You can clearly see this is how it will look like. Let's find one more option. One more. The last one. We can shift. Okay, another have found it. Another one, another tweezer top, another. This is our tweezer top equal edge, or you can say top, whatever you want to call it. Equal edge of those candle. As I've put it on the resistance, you can clearly see I'm putting it there. Equal. From there, we have seen a very good downfall. What are we gonna do? We are gonna just make a trend line at the lowest point of that candle. From there, we are gonna just wait for the next crossover. We saw a crossover. Put the projection on this. It will be right here, and the next thing is gonna go. We saw how much 3.15% of the market have fallen on from that exact tweezer top candle. Okay, 3.15. That's all. So this was understanding of a double candlestick pattern. From maybe tomorrow, I'll start about the triple candlestick pattern because they are more interesting. Every pattern can give you some insight about the market, what may can happen, because that's what we are finding. We are finding an evidence, we are finding a proofs and evidence to see what we can expect in the market in the next. We know the present continuous, but we don't know the future, right? So for the future, even if whenever we spot such kind of stuffs, then we should go for it. We should like enter at this point, enter at what point, we should know regarding this. For that, you have to come to this live stream of the zbit.com, learn regarding the trading, learn regarding technical analysis, learn regarding the understanding the chart, candles, anything, what you want to learn. But do not forget one very specific thing, that you have to make sure, that you have to understand that you need an app for that to do a trading. Obviously, just understanding it won't make a sense. You need an app for it. Okay, you need an app which is um, you need an app for understanding the patterns first. Second, you need an app for taking that effort and getting those profits in it. Effort is just taking a trade, and then you can get a profit from it. And that app is our Zbit app. Zbit is a crypto platform where you can start your crypto journey. Okay, and we have a very lowest everything fees and every of those stuffs. You don't have to worry about those situation. And also, we are offering the free first ever platform to offer a free cryptocurrency to all of you people. Okay, we are giving you tokens of the cryptocurrencies, maybe Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum, maybe Solana, maybe XRP, and meme coins. For that, do not forget to put my invite code, that is EQEAG. Got it? Cool. So thank you so much for coming to this platform, for joining this platform. Tomorrow, I will make sure that I'm also bringing you so many insights of the market insights, and we'll try to find some trades tomorrow, or start the triple candlestick patterns. Okay, tomorrow we'll start. Maybe tomorrow we'll start. Okay. Till that point, thank you so much for joining this session. Thank you so much for being over here. I'm really glad for all of you people to be at this platform. Do not forget to follow all of our Instagram and other handle, and stop following this traditional way of financing, investing, and everything. They are earning money from you, and they are earning since so long time. I'm telling you now, the eyes has opened. Just open your eyes and come to the crypto world. Come to the crypto platform. Start doing a trading. Start earning that amount of profit which they are earning and giving you a little one. Quit that little one. Okay.